metal detector for detecting buried IED component parts, X-ray machine for scanning IED's component parts, disruptor for breaking or neutralizing IED component parts for forensic purposes, remote operated device for delivery of for identifying an IED secondary devices. He has already placed the charger with the item, so it's now being driven back.
Commander, demonstration.
Stop!
Take over.
Team, move!
The first team is our physical effort team. They use their effort under pressure and physical stress. They take push-up positions, take up push-ups, pick up their weapons. They shoot under pressure. They shoot on target and in position first.
And this one is okay.
As you can see, the team leader and the firer are placing the charge on the window, on the door, sir. Sir, number 7 is the firer and is going to provide the outside security. He's going to count from 5 downwards up to 1 before firing, sir. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sir, after room clearance, the assault team will yield assault to 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by 4 men moving out, and upon reaching the door, the last man will say, last man out. So, for the sake of demonstration, the team will line up and carry out safety of the action.
On this occasion, I would wish to start with quotes from famous generals who treasured training and operations as key and core to the development of the military. One of the generals said, "Sweat more during training and lose less blood at battle." That was one of the generals. Then the best general at tactics and military warfare was Sun Tzu, who said, I open quotes, "The best war fought by a general is a war that is fought minus firing a single shot." Those two quotes brings me to what we are witnessing today, the role of training. That before we are deployed out in the field, let us put all our efforts, energies, and attention on training, such that when you are in the battlefield, you lose less blood. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor as the commander of 1-4 Combat Engineers Brigade to represent the Army leadership and to address you, our eminent due-to-pass-out militants, on one of your proudest days, which is today. It is particularly an auspicious time to be holding this event after the UPDF establishment elevated the former Armed Warfare Training School into Mechanized Warfare College, of which School of Combat Engineering is part. And it is particularly fitting that the former Field Engineering Regiment was elevated to 1-4 Combat Engineers Brigade. These are clear indicators of progress that results from commitment and hard work of each of the stakeholders. On this note, I take sincere honor to thank the UPDF leadership and everyone who has been a part of this great journey. For you, our militants, I believe the 6 months would have seemed like the longest of your lives. Yet, by standing here today, you have earned to be combat engineers and leaders of the next generation. You joined the combat engineer formation at one of the best times of its existence. Only a year ago, it achieved the brigade status with 9 regiments. It has an established brigade headquarters in Magamaga. Your journey is just beginning. I'm really confident that the specialized training you have acquired will enable you stand the challenges in the theater of operation, into which some of you will be launched into, especially in our operations in African Union Mission in Somalia, in Operation Shujaa in the Congo, and Operation Mlinzi Kimia, and within the various divisions in the country. So when you are in front there, don't think that you are an engineer, that you'll always be supported. You will be the first to fight the enemy before the main body comes in to fight the enemy. So maintain loyalty, selflessness, service, and courage. With those few remarks, I take this singular honor to declare this course closed and the 169 students passed out for God and my country.
I am Brigadier Peter Chandia, the Commandant of Mechanized Warfare College. You all said it in the field. Our cardinal roles are 3: mobility, counter-mobility, and survivability of our fighting forces. You have to be technically proficient and a specialist while you remain the first to fight as a disciplined warrior. Your critical roles in providing mobility, counter-mobility, and survivability for combat forces more often than not determine the outcome of battles and wars. Because when you fail, if you fail to provide the mobility, if you fail to impede enemy's mobility, if you fail to provide our survivability, then the war will be lost. I urge you to go out there and serve, guided by our core values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, and personal courage. In conclusion, as you leave SOS and Mechanized Warfare College today, carry the weight of the responsibilities of and the roles of a combat engineer with you. The battlefield of tomorrow is complex, but your mission is clear. Lead with honor, build with precision, and fight with courage.
Today, the 19th December 2025, we are here to witness the pass out of 169 students who have been undergoing basic combat engineering level 3 course intake 20 of the year 2025. This course began on the 30th June 2025, and it is to my honor and gratitude, sir, to present you 169 graduates, including 1 officer and 39 female students, drawn from 1-4 Combat Engineering Brigade Land Forces and 1-7 Field Engineering Brigade Special Force Command. The journey to this point is made possible by the tireless effort, support, and vision of the Army leadership. The Uganda People Defense Forces capabilities, troop readiness, and disciplines are enshrined in its training values and in our capacity to adapt and counter enemy threats. This reflected in our vision as school, which is to train and produce officers and men who will provide solutions to commanders' decisions. Training outline. Chief Guest Sir, the trainings before you have been taken through comprehensive training in core aspects of combat engineering subjects, word of wisdom. To the trainees, I would like to congratulate you for coming to an end of this course, which is due to end today. Today, you are due to pass out as Combat Engineering Level 3. The comprehensive knowledge you have received over the past 6 months should reflect the Uganda People Defense Forces core values of discipline, resilience, and hard work, while you conduct in the field should reflect the school vision, which is to provide solution to the commander's decision. You are therefore not expected to be a problem analyst in the field, but solution provider, and your conduct should reflect the values of this school. You will always be synonymous with its growth, and as you take pride in what we have achieved today, take the lesson that all things can be achieved. Attend to your assignments with a positive mindset and avoid reckless living so as to be able to achieve more in life. He has only been the only officer in this course. Sir Lieutenant Solomon is a well-disciplined and hardworking officer. Next.